AOSD Chandler. AOSD. Watch me bring it out.
Assembly of Sound Doctrine.
AOSD. Watch me bring it out.
You know the script, so what they saying? You brought her with you. Now you're playing. I ain't playing with your plans. Scriptures watch the land. I'm powering up with higher gods like super science. I can do it solo. Kill a whole doctor with three quotes. From the Christians to the Hebrews, they're all lost like Nemo. And they give them a shot like a free throw. Break them all down like a peephole. Just enough from the lesson, gaining out and get the rest of the river in the kingdom that's a keyhole. Oh no, I know it's been fulfilled and all know the kingdom is here. I'm hyped, so underneath we might glow. Come learn with me this new covenant living. The kingdom within, loving all of God's children. Watch me bring some truth, brainworks of good fruits. Hebrew literature, real doctors like saber-tooth. I'm gonna let it loose from the Passover to the Feast of Booths. From the law of Moses, from head to toe to the new creation, everything is new. AOSD, 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 Assembly of Sound Doctrine.
Yes, this is Elvin Israel from the Assembly of Sound Doctrine in Chandler. Sorry about my recording earlier today. It cut off like 8 minutes in, and I recorded actually an hour of it or so on Clubhouse. So if you're on my Clubhouse, you will be able to see the whole thing there on Clubhouse. Hey, Baker. Yes, indeed. Since my recording messed up, then I decided to come in and drop a smaller lesson right now. So that's what I finna do. And we can tell that I done already went through how Isaiah chapter 2 is actually found in the book of Matthew. The book of Matthew chapter 4, the book of Matthew chapter 5. But it doesn't stop there, actually. Once we continue on, we can find a little bit more of the book of Matthew found in the book of Isaiah, if you know exactly what you're looking for. So what we're going to do right now, for a short lesson, we're going to go around, we're going to show another parallel on how some more of the book of Matthew is in Isaiah. But we're going to do it the backwards way. We're going to go, and we're going to start with actually Isaiah first. And we're going to show you the parallel in the book of Matthew. So we go to Isaiah. Sorry about that. We go to Isaiah chapter 51, right? And we're going to actually start at verse number 6. Isaiah 51, verse number 6. Yes, I'm on the right screen. And let's make sure that my internet has not cut off, which I don't think it has. But let's make sure. Okay, we're flowing, so it might just be my phone. All right, so, well, Isaiah 51 and 6, this is what it states. It says, "Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished." Right? So now here in Isaiah 51 and 6, we clearly have Isaiah, under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, is saying that looking at the heavens and the heavens is going to vanish away and the earth is going to wax old. Right? So now, you see the parallel of this in Matthew 24, Matthew chapter 24, verse number 35. "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away." So now look how Matthew wrote it. "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Look how Isaiah wrote it. Let's go back to Isaiah 51. This is how Isaiah wrote it. The heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell in them shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. So he said, my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. But in Matthew, the way he wrote it was, heaven and earth shall pass away. Let's go back down there. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. So if Matthew is using Isaiah's literature as a commentary or as a platform, we would see that the righteousness and salvation would actually equate to the words not passing away. My righteousness, my salvation shall not pass. My righteousness shall not be abolished. My word shall not pass away. Right? So now, let me show you, since we have the little foundation now, we're going to actually work our way up in Isaiah 51. We're going to work our way upwards. So this is what we have right here. It says, my righteousness, this is Isaiah 51 and 5. My righteousness is near. My salvation is gone forth. And my arm shall judge the people. The owl shall wait upon me, and on mine arm shall they trust. So let me say it again. It says, my righteousness is near. My salvation is gone forth. Mine arm shall judge the people. The owl shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust. You go back to Matthew 24. What's happening? Matthew 24, you have verse number 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. What is the Son of Man coming to do? He's coming to judge the nations. So we have the Son of Man coming to judge the nations here, and heaven and earth passing away, but the words will not pass away. And in Isaiah 51, what do we have here in Isaiah chapter 51? You have the salvation going forth to judge the people, and heaven and earth passing away, but the salvation remaining forever and the righteousness not being abolished. So you have it right there. That's the parallel. And we go to Luke chapter 2, and we're going to come right back to Isaiah. You go to Luke chapter 2, you find out at verse number 31, well, 30, for mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, a light to lighten the Gentiles, and the glory of thy people Israel. And who is he talking about? The Lord's Christ, which is Luke 2:26, which is none other than, you go up a little bit further. Let me see what they name him, Jesus. I'm scrolling with my eyes. Verse 21. His name was called Joshua, Yeshua, Jesus, however you guys want to play with that. But we have this being about Jesus, who names literally mean, let's go into the meaning of the name. Luke 21, 21. Let's see if we got it here. Eusus, origin Jesus. That is the name of the Israelite. I don't have it right there. But the name means Yah's salvation. That's what that name's supposed to mean. So the salvation spoken of in Isaiah, that salvation would be Christ. So we have Christ coming for judgment in Matthew 24, and the righteousness, sorry, his words never leaving. In Isaiah 51, we have that salvation coming, that arm is judging. So that means the arm in Isaiah 51 is Christ. My arm shall judge the people. That has to be Christ. My salvation is gone forth. Christ's name means Yah's salvation, so that has to be Christ. So Isaiah 51 is actually talking about what Matthew 24 is talking about. So let's continue to show you. So Isaiah 51 and verse 4, because we're going up. It says, hearken my people, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. A law shall proceed from me. We read in Luke 2 that Christ was that salvation, and he was going to be a light to the Gentiles. So this has to be about Christ. But notice, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation, for a law is going to proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest upon the people. Why do the nation have to give ear? Why do they have to hearken? Because you go back to Matthew 24. Let's go back to Matthew 24. What's going on in Matthew 24? Verse number 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all of the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. Let me state it again. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end would come. What's happening back in Isaiah chapter 51? Isaiah 51, you have, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. This is where the gospel is going, to all nations. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light on the people. So when the gospel of the kingdom is going out being preached, what is actually being said? I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. You go back to Matthew of 24, what is actually being taught? Right here, you have nation rising against nations, kingdom against kingdom, hear of wars, rumors of wars, pestilences, famines, and earthquakes in diverse places. These are the beginning of sorrows. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted and kill you. Many shall be offended and betray one another. False prophets shall arise. The iniquity shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So the gospel is, I'm bringing wrath. Wrath is coming upon nations, but the people who don't fall victim to the apostasy, the people who don't fall victim to the apostasy, and those that endure to see the ending of it, they will be saved. And then he tells them what? Verse 16. Those in Judea flee to the mountains. Now, if you know anything about fleeing to the mountains, according to Moses, the Torah, when they fled into the mountains, they were in the wilderness. So now they are to flee back into the mountains and to the wilderness. But why? Isaiah 51. It says, verse number 3. For the Lord shall comfort Zion. he will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. So when they flee into the mountains, they go into the wilderness. He's making that place that they went to like Eden, like the garden of the Lord. And we can actually see this in the book of Revelation when they had to flee into the mountains. Revelation 12:5, and she brought forth a man child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness. This is them fleeing into the mountains, where she had a place prepared of God. God has prepared a place for her. This was be them entering into heavenly Jerusalem, that they should feed her 1,203 days. She is being saved from the destruction. God has prepared a place for her. A place that God prepared is a place not made with hands. This place not made with hands is inside of the wilderness. In order to get to the wilderness, they had to flee into it. They fled into the mountains. So all of this is Isaiah 51. Isaiah 51, once again, let's go through it again. Isaiah 51, right here, from verses 3 to verses number 6. And you can go further down. You have, in fact, let's just show it real fast. Once you go into verse 7, hearken to me, ye that know righteousness. So you got to know the righteousness. The people whose heart is my law, which will be Christ, because Christ is in the people, right? Let me just show you that just real fast. It says the people in whose heart is my law. So just let me just show you quick, fast, and in a hurry. You go to 2 Corinthians 4 and 6. For God, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. That's one. I'm gonna show you two more to show you that their law that was in their heart is actually Christ. So we go now to, let's go to Colossians 1 of verse 27. To whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. And let's show one more. We're going to go to 1 John 4 and 4. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And we know it was Christ that was in the people. So that law that was going in them was definitely not the law of Moses, but it indeed was Christ, the original law, not something that came because people transgressed, which what the law of Moses was. It came because of transgression. This original law right here came because of righteousness, difference. So it says, fear ye not the reproach of men. See, look right here. It says, hearken unto me that know righteousness, the people whose in heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be afraid of their revelings. Fear ye not the approach of men, neither be ye afraid of their revelings. Why would he say that? Because in Matthew 24, what's happening? Matthew 24, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? So, what can we take from there? We can take from there Matthew 10:28, right? We could take Matthew 10:28 from there. Matthew 10:28 says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Back to Matthew 24. It says, where was we at? They shall afflict you up. Verse number 9. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. Don't fear them, guys. Fear the one that can destroy the soul. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my sake. What does Isaiah 51? We're going back to Isaiah 51. What does it state again? Isaiah 51 says, fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their revelings. For the mouse shall eat them up like garment, and the worm shall eat them up like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. The heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. Now we're finna get ready to end it. 51:9. Awake, awake. That's what we call resurrection language. Awake, awake. Put on strength, O arm of the Lord. Awake, as in the ancient days, as in the generations of old. Art thou not it that had cut Rahab and wounded the dragon? Art thou not it which had dried the sea, the waters of the great deep? Thou hast made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over. Therefore, the redeemed of the Lord shall return and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. That they shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. So now we're finna actually make all this make sense, and then we get ready to end it. Therefore, the redeemed of the Lord shall return and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head, and they shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. So where is this found at? Matthew 24, verse number 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. Sorry about that. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And then you combine that with Revelation 14. And now look, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Sion with 144,000, having his father's name written on their foreheads, and they got harps, and they're singing a new song, and they were the ones redeemed from among men, being the first fruit unto God and the Lamb. That's Revelation 14, which is Isaiah 51. Isaiah 51. When we just read, literally, the redeemed of the Lord shall return. That's Matthew 24. And I think that was it? Let me get it back right. When the redeemed is coming, Matthew 24 and verse number 31, the gathering together of the elect, that would be the resurrection. That's the redemption. That's the redeemed. How do we know? Just in case say, no, bro, you tripping. Once you go to Luke 21, which is the parallel text, what happens? We have verse number 22. You got vengeance coming. Then you got verse number 27. They should see the Son of Man coming in power with glory. That's Matthew 24, verse 29 and 30. And then Luke 21:28 says, when you see these things come to pass, lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. So the redemption happens around Christ's return. And according to Matthew 24, that happens around the trumpet being blown and the gathering together of the elect from the four winds, which according to Isaiah 51, that is when Isaiah 51, verse number 11, that's when the redeemed of the Lord is returning. They're singing unto Zion, Revelation 14. That would be the 144,000. And everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They had the name of the Father written on their forehead. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away, which is Revelation chapter 21. When the new heaven and earth came, what do we see? We see verse 4. God wiping away all tears from their eyes. There's no more death. There's no more sorrow. There's no more crying. There's no more pain. All of the former things are passed away. All things are made new. So we see all of that happening when Christ returned in Matthew 24, ending the old covenant, bringing in the new covenant. So we can now see that not only does Isaiah chapter 2 be used to explain Matthew 4 and 5, but Isaiah chapter 51 is used to explain Matthew 24. And not just Matthew 24, also Revelation 7 and 14. So, once again, Isaiah 51 is used in parallel with Matthew 24. It's used as an explanation of Matthew 24. Thank you all for listening in. That's all that I want to break down. And we're finna get ready to end this thing. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not.
Thank you for clicking on the channel.
AOSD.
Assembly of Sound Doctrine Chandler.
Assembly of Sound Doctrine.
AOSD, RPK, Resurrection Prophet Kingdom. Like, subscribe, share. Let's go.
Come get a lesson. I'm teaching blessings. No need for guessing. I'm knowledge testing. It's truth time. The wise will shine. And the wicked will pine. I'm a righteous kind. Right out of trouble, I'm keeping it settled. Just me and my brothers and sisters. They love us. We fixing the puzzle, no stressing. I come to the bunker, the struggle with aunties and cuz. Wanna read it, believe it. They should be back. See it and need it like a kid back. Breaches and pieces like a Kit Kat, Akis, and I get seized. It's a Hollywood, not Dollywood. Album love, the kingdom within. AOSD is finessing. RPK, let your journey begin. It's a Hollywood, not Dollywood. Album love, the kingdom within. AOSD is finessing. RPK, let your journey begin. AOSD, 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 Assembly of Sound Doctrine.